Hello and welcome to Procurement Leadership. Today's Real Talk episode on bias. Unfiltered, unedited, uncut, just me sharing some lessons with you, some experiences and what it takes to lead and thrive in the world of procurement. Specifically, I'm going to talk about bias. Your bias. I'm biased. We all have different biases. The important thing is to recognize those biases. There are many different types of biases. However, I'm going to share two with you today that I think if you master these two and are able to recognize these two, it's going to help you along in your career and in life, quite frankly. The first bias I'd like to talk about is confirmation bias. We tend to, as human beings, surround ourselves with people that are familiar, that we know. Confirmation bias is essentially when you already made a decision and you only see the information or hear the information through your filter that confirms your decision already. Now, that's why it's important to surround ourselves with people that have different point of views. For procurement example, you want to make sure you have a diverse evaluation committee who can share from their different experiences. So an example of confirmation bias right here, you have a commonality and you're surrounding yourself with things in common. However, if you have a pool of people where you surround yourself with different people that have different perspectives, cultures, ideas, ideologies, then you're going to get different opinions. And this is going to help you in your judgment making process. For example, I was looking at my Instagram feed one time. My wife walked by and she said, "Your Instagram looks completely different than my Instagram," because the algorithm is feeding me things that it feels that I already like or know to confirm that, and of course keep me on the platform. The next bias I'd like to talk about is cognitive dissonance. Now I think, and I'm not quite sure, I forget, I think it's technically doesn't fall under the category of bias, but it actually leads to different biases. Cognitive dissonance essentially means when you have two competing ideas or thoughts, you feel uncomfortable. Here's a real world example. Let's say you want to eat healthy, and you believe in eating healthy. However, you go through a drive-through restaurant and you think, well, instead of saying this was a bad choice, you say, oh, I've had a long day and I don't have enough time. I deserve this. That's an example. An example in procurement is perhaps you have a supplier, you're you have a long-term contract with a supplier and they keep underperforming. So under cognitive dissonance, you would rationalize this by saying, oh, we could never go with another vendor supplier and there's just too much risk. And so that's cognitive dissonance. Here's another example, cognitive dissonance. An example is sunk cost theory. You invest in a project, it's not going well, you keep investing money in the project. Instead of bailing out of that project, you rationalize it by, we've already put too much money in this project, we're going to see it through. When you should just cut your loss, move on to another product or solution that provides the right solution. But we tend to, sunk cost theory, I think we've all done it, I've done it. Have you done it? I think you have. However, it's important that you recognize that. If you can recognize these two things, confirmation bias and cognitive dissonance, in your real life or in your career, it's going to help you with your decision making. It's going to help you with your critical thinking skills. It's going to help you with your professional judgment. Think about this the next time you're facing something, whether you're evaluating, negotiating, or having a conversation as well. Recognize that we all have biases. Confirmation bias is one, cognitive dissonance. Understand these two and you're going to go really far and you are actually going to make better decisions in your career. This is Mark Logan with Procurement Leadership. I'm here in sunny San Diego attending a conference. I thought you enjoy a little bit of the background, and yes, I do travel with a whiteboard. Don't you? Again, thank you for being a part of the Procurement Leadership Familia.